just found it interesting that whenever they do fight over countries, it's usually for that one item or that one little thing. It might be just oil.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, we got a whole bunch of oil over here we just heard about. We got to go get it first.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get there, and whoever wins then start to realize that there's so much more out there in that one country that they can still obtain from. You know what I'm saying? But then other people find that out, and they want to fight you again for what they just discovered.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like an ongoing fight that just kind of don't stop. You know what I'm saying?
For
real.
resources.
For resources,
Ever.
yeah. What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. Super excited about this video. If you're new to us
and we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, all right? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
Scandinavia. Look at this Arctic wonderland. Fjords, saunas, fjords, lutefisk, blondes, Vikings, blonde Vikings, fjords, IKEA, babies in government-issued boxes, Santa, death metal, and fjords. But like, where exactly are the borders of Scandinavia? Because not all of this stuff is in it. Scandinavia is just 3 countries exactly: Sweden, Norway, and Denmark. 3 kingdoms to be more precise, all of which are on the Scandinavian peninsula, well, except Denmark, and plus Finland? Wait, this doesn't help at all, forget that. The 3 countries on this peninsula can be collectively called Fennoscandia, but if you do, everyone will look at you weird, because no one except the nerdiest of geography nerds uses that word. Fennoscandia. So Scandinavia is a term that's 1 part geography, 1 part history, and 1 part linguistics, which is why people will argue about who exactly is included. Finland is normally excluded because she used to be considered one of the Baltic sisters with historical ties to Mother Russia, and Denmark, though on the other side of the sea, is included because of her relationship, it's complicated, with Sweden. They've had something like 15 to 21 wars between them, depending on how you want to count it. And it's complicated-er because they mostly fought over Norway, and who wouldn't? She's beautiful and rich. Anyway, when outsiders say Scandinavia, they probably mean the Nordic countries. That's these 3 plus Finland and Iceland. Though you can hardly blame people for confusion when organizations like the American Scandinavia Foundation lists everyone as members, and all the Nordic countries sometimes advertise abroad under the banner of Scandinavia anyway. This is the Holland approach to international relations. If there's a fun name that everyone likes and keeps using wrongly, just go with it. The Nordic countries get along well enough that they've made an official union, the Nordic Council, a Viking cool kids club that other northern European places occasionally, unrealistically, dream of joining. Though the Baltic sisters do get to sit with them, but not actually vote on anything. The Nordic Council is largely a collection of committees that tries to get its members to cooperate on common problems like the Arctic environment and social welfare and business in the region, and also finds time to make a surprisingly long and hilariously specific list of rules for how their logo can be used, including a respect distance, the sovereignty of which must not be violated. But the biggest deal of the Nordic Council is that citizens of these 5 countries get to live and work in any of the others, which, if you've seen the EU video, adds yet another semi-overlapping bubble of complexity to an already complex region. The immigration rule, however, doesn't apply to Icelandic horses, which are 1. Super adorables, and 2. Banished from returning to Iceland should they ever leave, but that's a story for another time. Now, it wouldn't be a political union in Europe without some special territorial weirdness to mention. Mainly Åland, an autonomous region of Finland that speaks Swedish, and the Faroe Islands and Greenland, both countries in the Kingdom of Denmark. Greenland is really the odd girl out in the Nordic club, given that she's in the wrong hemisphere and that Greenlanders aren't historically or linguistically related to Nords. Also, her flag ruins the otherwise consistent design motif, but she's part of Denmark because Vikings. Lastly, there's Svalbard, an unincorporated territory of Norway that must be mentioned because it has prepared for the apocalypse with a seed bank of every plant to rebuild all of agriculture should it be necessary. And it's also guarded by armored bears. So that's that. Next time you say Scandinavia and you're not 100% sure who that includes, just say the Nordic countries instead.
Okay. Alright, make sure you guys check the channel out. I just found it interesting that whenever they do fight over countries, it's usually for that one item or that one little thing. It might be just oil.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, we got a whole bunch of oil over here we just heard about. We gotta go get it first. And then they get there, and whoever wins then start to realize that there's so much more out there in that one country that they can still obtain from. You know what I'm saying? But then other people find that out, and they want to fight you again for what they just discovered. So now it's like an ongoing fight that just kind of don't stop. You know what I'm saying?
For
Really, though.
resources.
For resources.
Ever.
Yeah.
But they know something up there that we don't.
It's always
they
that.
ready. They prepared for
Yeah.
something.
It's always hidden information too.
Yeah.
So what about the councils, man? They get to go to whichever country they please to go. I think that's interesting.
Yeah, I think it's interesting as well. I remember hearing of Scandinavia as like a young girl. Like, it was on cartoons and things.
Yeah.
But, you know, of course, when you hear things like that, you don't really take in context of everything. So this was my very first time just seeing how everything worked.
I find it interesting that our brains take information in differently when we get older. It's like we just all of a sudden start understanding stuff. And could somebody please explain to me, why are people against the horses? Why the horse can't leave?
They just want the horses for themselves.
Yeah, it's
They
like,
can't
we
come
the
back.
only ones who got the miniature horses. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, yeah, they're a little adorable. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But little adorable, like as little as they are. But
Yeah. Well, that was
You know it.
interesting to know about. And not saying that, like, when you're a child, you don't understand, because our children are geniuses.
Facts,
you know?
facts.
But just things that you aren't necessarily interested in at that time. I wasn't interested in it.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, that is interesting as well, though. You know, when you're a child, it's like you take in information differently, though, when you become an
You do.
adult. You
You
know what I'm
do.
saying? Because I think you know what you can do with information as an adult compared to when you're a child. That's what it is.
Yeah.
A child would take the information and probably go play with it, with toys, imagination, draw it on a piece of paper. You know what I'm saying? Oh, like I got art. Or they just share it between their friends. But when you're an adult, you take that information, and that information become valuable.
Yeah, greater context and perspectives of it.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let us know, what should we know about Scandinavia? Like,
Yeah, big
what's some
facts.
interesting things that we probably have never heard of, you know, being Southerners in the United States?
That's the way.
Let us
Yeah.
know. We want to know what makes the Nordic countries so unique. All right. We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Like this video, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. We have enabled our super thanks if you like to support the channel that way, as well as our reaction request form is in our description box below. We'll see you soon.
Peace.